I already pretty much prepped my face. I put foundation on it, and obviously I have my brows on. So what I did use, just to let you guys know what I used for my face, is stuff that I pretty much show on this channel all the time. But for primer, I actually use a product from YSL. So this is a Touche Eclat YSL primer, and it has like a bunch of little gold flecks in it, but when you put it on your face, you can't really see it. It doesn't really show up. But I'm loving this. I'm afraid to see what the full size is gonna cost, but it works so good that I might be willing to invest in this. So that's something that I've been using recently, and it will be on my monthly favorites. So for foundation, I actually use a drugstore, and a high-end. This is the YSL Touche Eclat in the shade BR60, which has more of a rosy undertone, so it's more of a warmer undertone. And I mixed it in with my Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth shade in 310 Sun Beige. I actually really love these both together. They are bomb.com. So we got a drugstore and a high-end. And for brows, I just use Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the color Chocolate. Okay? Alright, so for the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and I need to prime my eyes, girl. I need to prime my eyes. So we're going to go ahead and just start off with our eyes, obviously. And I'm going to use M.A.C Painterly Paint Pot. This is just the color I prefer. There's also a shade in Soft Ochre, which is more of a yellow base tone, but I preferably like Painterly. And I'm just using a Sonia Kashuk blending brush that I bought last year in the holidays. Then the next thing I'm going to use is this Wet n Wild Creme Brulee eyeshadow. Now this is a matte eyeshadow, and it's 99 cents at Rite Aid. Let me tell you, don't ever go ahead and spend like 20 bucks, $16, $12, $6 anywhere. Don't spend it anywhere, because you just need this. If you find creme brulee at your Rite Aid or any local drugstore, just buy it. It's super pigmented. I want to go ahead and show you guys. Look at that. Yeah, super pigmented, and it's just like literally perfect for the base, and it's 99 cents. Yep, 99 cents, and 99, you're so fine, and you blow my mind. Oh my god, I'm so corny. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and just spread this all up underneath my brow bone, and I'm still using the Sonia Kashuk brush, and I'm putting it all the way down towards my lid. And the reason that I'm doing this is because when I put any of the crease colors on my eyes, like the transition shades, it's head and blend a lot more evenly, and it's not gonna be patchy at all. For our transitioning shade, I'm going to go ahead and use the Milani Bella eyeshadow in the color called Bella Mandarin. It's a beautiful light corally shade, and I'm going to use this as my transition onto my crease. So I am just using a Sigma E40 blending brush, and I'm starting from the outer corner of my eyes and then blending this color all the way through into the inner bridge of my nose. What I really like about these eyeshadows is that they don't over apply product, so you can pretty much build this up. I preferably like that. It's a lot easier to blend out, and you pretty much have control as far as how much color you want to place on your eyes. The next shade that I'm going to use is the color called Roll by M.A.C, and it is this orangey shade right here. And I'm going to still use the Sigma E40 blending brush. We're going to go ahead and build up this color and start from the outer corner of our eyes and start blending this in. See how that's starting to build up? And I'm just focusing the roll just onto the fold of my crease, because this brush is already fluffy enough that it's going to go ahead and blow out the product for me already. So now I'm just going to go ahead and use a 224, which is just a tiny bit smaller than the E40 blending brush. So I'm going to pick up this color right here. It's called Red Brick. It's also by M.A.C. And I'm going to only use this right into the fold of my crease. So I'm going to pretty much sharpen to the fold of my crease, because these two colors are already blown out. So you can see the contrast between all the shades. And I'm seeing that these orangey shades are definitely in trend for fall. So that's kind of fun, right? Because you can pretty much use these all year round. Summertime, spring, and fall. Yes, we love that. So I'm still blowing this shade out. And then I'm gonna go back with the E40 blending brush and just make sure that I go ahead and blend all these edges in together so you don't see a huge difference between all the shades. It kind of creates more of a gradient effect. So the last shade that I'm gonna use just right onto the corner of my eye, so it's pretty much just gonna focus like a quarter of the way through, is gonna be the color called Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek. You can also use Brown Script by MAC if you have that as well. And that is this shade right here, but it's a brown with a red undertone, so it's still gonna go ahead and blend nicely with the orangey shades that I placed onto my eyes. So this is just gonna add a little bit more depth to our shadow, and I'm literally focusing this just right onto the corner of our eyes. And you can honestly do this before or after, because since we're placing an orangey shade all over our lid, we're probably gonna go back with the Cocoa Bear a little bit. So now for our lid, which is like the main thing, the orangey shade that everybody's been loving. I'm gonna use a color called Copper from MAC. So it is this shade right here. I don't know if you guys can see, but I don't know if you guys can see. But it's pretty much this shade right here, and it's a really beautiful satiny coppering shade. So it's called Coppering, not coppery, Coppering. And I'm gonna go ahead and use a flat shading brush. This one's from MAC, I believe it's the number 252. And just dust off the excess and just go ahead and pack this all over our lid. Now if you can see, I'm patting this color all the way through. The reason basically why I'm packing this shade is that it creates less fallout and it actually packs on the color, so you build up more intensity with it. So I'm just flipping my brush over, going into the Milani eyeshadow and just packing this onto the inner corners. Oh yeah, it landed up a tiny bit. Yeah, actually did it perfectly for me. Perfect. So that's pretty much it. It's like literally so easy to do. I'm not doing any wing liner. I'm just gonna pretty much do a basic liner. So I'm gonna use my N.Y.C liquid liner. You guys heard me rave about this on my drugstore favorites, and I'm gonna use it again. Alright, so now that we've finished that process, the eyes are not done, but I'm just gonna step away for right now and we're gonna go ahead and move on to the face, and then we'll go back onto the eye. So for concealer, I'm gonna use none other than the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. This is in the shade Light. This is a little light for me right now, keeping it real, but I am going to use the Rimmel matte powder to set my concealer, and that's gonna pretty much neutralize like the bright intenseness that's going on right now. Looking a little crazy, Alba. Looking a little crazy. I'm just gonna use my beauty blender, and we're going to blend this all up underneath our eyes. Gosh, I haven't done a talk through in so long, it feels weird. Alright, so now that we let on the concealer, I'm going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and I'm just using it with a MAC 137 brush. I can't find my Sigma one, so this one will do for now. And we're just going to go ahead and pat this all underneath our eyes. This is going to basically neutralize the concealer that I have underneath, so it looks a lot more natural. Yeah, so see, now it looks a lot more evenly on my skin. So for underneath the lash line, I'm going to use the color, let's try Red Brick. And I'm going to go ahead and dust this all underneath our lash line. This is a MAC 221 blending brush. I don't know if this is permanent. It might be limited edition. But any really tiny pencil brush or blending brush will do. I know it looks a little crazy, but I promise it will all come together, girl. I promise. So for the waterline, I'm going to use the Sephora Crayon pencil, and this is a waterproof pencil, just in the shade black or whatever it is. I don't know. It doesn't, okay, black ice. So that is the shade. I love this pencil. This pencil is so good. It's so creamy. I don't know if it's waterproof. I haven't really tested it out to be waterproof, but this pencil is super black and super creamy. So I'm just gonna put this in my waterline. So after I did that, what I'm gonna do is just add a little bit of the liner right underneath my waterline, because we're gonna blow this out. Ooh, this eye's getting watery. Not good. It's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the color Nior from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's just a black matte shadow. Any black matte shadow will do, just with a flat shady brush. Shady, I always say shady. Shading brush, and I'm gonna blow out the black underneath. I think I want to go a little bit more extreme, so I'm going to go with a chocolatey brown and just, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, now since it looks a little crazy, let's go back with a blending brush and blend these colors out. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to use mascara. I don't need to tell you what I'm going to use as mascara, because you guys already know what I'm going to use as mascara. L'Oreal Telescopic, obviously. And just add a light coat of mascara on the top, because we are going to be adding falsies, so we don't need to go crazy with it. Just a light coat. And then you can go crazy with it at the bottom. I'm going to use a color called Motif. So this color that's in the center right here, you guys can't see it well on camera, but this color is very unique. It's like a pearly, pinky, goldy shade. It's really weird. Can't explain it, but it's beautiful even to highlight with your cheeks on top too. And I'm just gonna put this right into the inner corner of our eyes, because this will go perfectly with the corally shades, because it does have like that like corally, pinky, goldy undertone. If you guys ever go to a M.A.C store, ask for Motif. You will understand when you go see it. It's very hard to explain. So for lashes, I'm actually going to use the Ardell Wispies, and I combine them with the lashes from KoKo Lashes. It's called Misha. They're dupes for M.A.C 35s, except it already has the curl in there for you. And I've reused these like several times, and this is what I used in the last video, so I want to go ahead and use it again so you guys can see what it looks like, you know, the actual way that I used it. Should have left it drying a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and let that dry, and then we'll go ahead back with, oh, you see the difference? Woo, girl! It's about time that I part ways. Part ways with these lashes, because they're definitely at their last end. Okay, guys, so now we're done with the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the face. I'm gonna use this Too Faced Little Black Book in bronzers. I am obsessed with this, but look how gorgeous that is. That is gorgina. I don't know if this palette is even still available. I'm hoping it is, but I believe all the shades that are in here are available anyways. So I'm going to pick up the color called Dark Chocolate, and I'm using a MAC 129 brush. I am obsessed with this bronzer. Like, this is my new jam. Like, I am obsessed. This is like the best bronzer I want to say that I've ever used. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and just start off towards my hairline and then just bring this down. So we're creating, I guess, like a bronzy, very, very light contour-ness, or whatever you want to call it, going on. You see that? That's freaking perfect! I don't mind it being intense because we're gonna always go back with a powder anyways. And I'm looking a little intense. Okay, may have gone a little overboard. I'm gonna use this right onto the outer portion of my forehead just to bronze up our face. Look how flawless that applies, you guys. Oh my god. Underneath here, because we got major double chin action going on. Look how bronzy. Look how bronzy I look. This gets me excited. This gets me excited. Okay, so to highlight on the top of my cheekbones, I personally love using cream highlighters. They're my favorites. Every time I use a powder highlight, it just looks so weird on me. I don't know why, but this looks really smooth. This is what I had on when I did film my haul video and on my vlog. So it's the BB Plus Illumination Gerard Cosmetics cream highlighter. And what I like to do is just use my finger and then just dot this like that. A little bit on my nose. Cupid's bow. I'm gonna use this Makeup Geek cheek highlighting brush. So it's just like a very small stippling brush. And I am going to blend this into our bronzer. On top of that, I'm going to use the blush from M.A.C, and this is in the color called Margin. This is one of my favorite blushes from M.A.C. I absolutely love this. It's a really beautiful, like, corally shade, and you can also use it basically as a 2-in-1, as a highlighter and a blush as well. So I'm using the same M.A.C 29 brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and smile and bring this up to the highlights because I'm gonna use it as a blush and a highlighter in one. Comprende? Capiche? Capiche. See that? Margin coming through. Margin, you coming through, girl. I know you see that. When your highlight is super fleeky, is that what they say? My highlight is super fleeky. I'm too old for that shit. So for my lips, I'm going to use the ColourPop Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Midi, which I am currently obsessing over. And I'm gonna use the NYX H3 Blake. I'm gonna use the NYX lip liner in the color called Coffee, which I'm obsessed with. I love. I mean, can you see how much is left? And what I'm going to do is use whatever excess is left over from my foundation, because I'm going to basically act as if this is a primer. So just nude out our lips because I want the full pigmentation of the colors that I'm going to apply. So now that that's dry, this is pretty much the final look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to subscribe if you are new to my channel. Give this video a big thumbs up and support your girl. And did I say comment down below? Comment down below. Comment down below because you know I like talking to you, boo boo. If you have been enjoying my videos, and please click that subscribe button down below, right over there. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Mwah. I don't think I'm gonna do my hair. I should do my hair, huh? I'm so lazy. I should do my hair. What's up, guys? Woo. Woo. So for my transition shade, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Milani Bella Mandarin Satin Matte Bella. Okay, no, that's just way too damn long. I'm messing this up so bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and step away from the eyes. So now that we did that, I'm gonna go and just, how do I even start? The midi lip, I am rolling that cow lick from the back of my head, rolling it back because it's looking mighty bushy back there. Anyways, you guys were pretty much, okay, you see? Cow licks all over the place. We don't need that in our lives.